Nation states that moves beyond the collection of information about our country and that offers the prospect of an effort to influence the conduct of affairs in our country, whether that's an election or something else.
What I see is this is principally the regime leadership trying to exert their influence and authority in the region, and they are trying to do it in provocative ways that are unsafe, unprofessional, and really, I think, work against their objectives in the long term here.
The FBI director talking there about hackers, Russian hackers believed to be trying to get in somehow to the election system here in the U.S., and General Votel talking about Iran and its provocations in recent days. Back with the panel. Cheryl, in the days after the nuclear deal, Secretary Kerry said that the Middle East that is on fire is going to be more manageable after the nuclear deal, because of the nuclear deal, than before, and it opens up more opportunity to deal with a tough region. It doesn't seem that that's happened at all. If in fact, it seems almost opposite.
I would say it seems as though they're more powerful and more aggressive, and we helped, and that it was both predictable and predicted by experts who said this would be the case. Now, the Obama administration, of course, says in the long run, we're going to be much safer because of the deal, but a lot of people thought that wasn't the case, and all these provocations, I think if you ask the ordinary American, they would say makes them feel, if anything, less safe, certainly not more safe.
AB, the red flares you're hearing from the FBI director from inside the administration about the election and Russia, I mean, it seems real.
It's so frightening, and Director Comey's repeated assertion that it's taken very seriously is no comfort to us that either the federal government or the state governments have any ability to protect against this and to handle it and to fix it or mitigate the threat by Election Day. He just kept telling us in those remarks that it was just very, very concerning, and they take these things very seriously. This is truly a frightening prospect. It obviously would make sense that it would be a goal. And experts say that hackers have the ability, it's just whether or not they'll use the ability to do that on Election Day.
Sure.
Yeah, it almost doesn't matter whether they actually hack the elections. All they need to do is sow doubt. That is something that Vladimir Putin learned a long time ago from the KGB. He wants to create an image that NATO is weakening and divided. He doesn't actually have to divide NATO, just create the image. Same thing with elections. We remember with Bush in 2000, all the conspiracy theories about the Diebold machines and all of that. We have Donald Trump saying if he loses in certain states that it's proof that it's rigged. Now we have Harry Reid basically playing the same game, saying that it's proof the Russians hacked. And the Russians don't have to do anything. They're just laughing their butts off because they've already succeeded in undermining faith and confidence in the central institution of our country.
So you point to the Reid letter. He sends a letter to the FBI director. It says, I've recently become concerned that the threat of the Russian government tampering in our presidential election is more extensive than widely known and may include the intent to falsify official election results. Senator Reid going on, the evidence of a direct connection between the Russian government.
Why did they make this announcement? I wonder if there is a move to cast that kind of doubt so that on either side, they've done the same thing, so that no matter what the results are, people will wonder if the results are legitimate. I worry just as much about internal tampering. There are domestic hackers and people with access to the data that could also tamper it, and that's been a concern of experts as well. So I think that too is a concern.
More with the panel. One quick topic after the break.